So this is the differential outside hub housing for a Suzuki Twin Peaks, or it's the same as a Kawasaki Prairie, 700 Prairie. Either way, customer was going to put some new CV joints in here, and turns out the bearings were actually bad. So hopefully you can hear me over my stupid fan. But there's a seal that sits right in here, and the CV joint goes right into here. And right behind, see this little bitty lip right here? There's a bearing. Now if you're looking at the parts diagram, it makes it look like that bearing can be changed from the outside, because it shows the seal and the bearing on this side of this in the exploded diagram and everything else on this side. That's not the case. To change this bearing, you have to pull this shell on the front differential. It's a big pain in the butt because it has to come out this way. So if you see, it sits right down in here, and there's a little bitty lip right there. That's where that bearing has to go down. So just be careful, because once you take the housing out, you're going to have your clutch packs here and your little carrier, and behind this is the actual fork that does your four-wheel drive engagement. It's not the four-wheel drive engagement, it's actually your differential lock for your front differential. For the front, you're going to drop about 6 ball bearings. No worries when you go to put it back in when they're dry. Set them in there with grease, that way they don't drop and you'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and change the bearings while I'm here. Check out the clutches. Everything seems to be fine, but I'm going to go ahead and clean it. There's a lot of debris down inside of this thing. So there's the shim. Just watch how everything comes out. We can put it back in. I've got new shims and new bearings up there, so we're going to do that. Here's the little fork I was talking about. So the little ball bearings sit between here, and this will sit, these little ball bearings, there's 6 of them. So that goes in. Once you get the clutch packs back in, it sits like this. When it goes on here, it should go on here like this, right? After you get that little fork on there, see where the ball bearings would sit? I'm saying where they go here. You just put them in there with grease, they don't go nowhere. That will go over here first, just like that. Then you've got your little bitty bearing sets and everything on the outside of this. Pretty much the parts diagram is true, except for that stupid little guy. It is not accessible from the outside. It is only removable from the inside. All in all, not too bad though, because there was a lot of debris inside that differential, so it gave me an opportunity to get it all flushed out pretty good. And this is the big side here where all of your main bearings and everything else are. The other side is a little bitty small bearing that you can deal with on the outside. No leaks on this thing, no other issues, just that bearing was shot. So unfortunately I had to tear it apart to really do it. And I was able to move everything out of the way, take a bolt out of the one steering arm support here, which goes into this outer edge of the housing. I unbolted the steering wheel saddle clamps, that way we could shift this handlebar up and out enough to get this wedged under here. And I've got my carrier here supported by my wonderful pry bar and another pry bar to keep this up, that way I can get all my bolts. And there's a drain plug on the other side. So once we get this back together, I'm going to put some fluid in here, run it for a little bit, and flush it out and change it again, because this was seriously disgusting in here. It looked like some brown mud in there. So I didn't see any big debris. That's all, folks. I didn't see any big debris in there, but we're going to go ahead and flush it anyway once I get this all back and assembled here. That way this differential lasts for a while. So I don't know, hopefully I can save somebody some time. Woo! Got the new bearing. Woo! And the new seal. It's exciting. Got the housing put back together. Got the bolts all tightened down. Now I gotta drop her back down where she goes and bolt it all back together. Yeehaw. Here she is, all back together. Nice. There's your fill plug. I put fresh fluid in here, run it a little bit and draining it. You can tell we got some moisture in there, flushing out whatever debris we got left in here that I couldn't get on that one side. And here's flush number 2. Yikes. Got her all back together. Yeah, baby.